Hello, everybody. My name is Jenny, and I am the owner and lead coach of CreativeJ Coaching, and I'm excited to talk to you today. I'm just going to talk to you briefly about the challenge that's coming up next week. So next week, I'm hosting a challenge, Ace the Face-to-Face, and I want to let you know what we're going to be doing during that challenge. So first part, number one, we're going to talk about how to tell your story. When people ask you the question, which inevitably comes up in interviews or sometimes even in meet and greets, so tell me about yourself. What do you say? What do they want to know? How do you figure that out on the spot and give it to them on the spot in a concise manner? So we're going to talk about that. Number two, we're going to talk about how to self-promote. How, when, and why you should be self-promoting so that you don't worry about coming off as too salesy or bragging too much, because there is a time and there's a purpose for self-promotion. So number one, how to answer the question, so tell me about yourself. Number two, the strategies and tips for self-promotion. And number three, we're going to talk about how to read people. So as you're telling them about yourself, as you're doing some self-promotion, telling them about your goals or your products, whatever it is that you need to share, how do you read the people that you're talking to know that you're on the right track, that you have their attention, that you haven't lost them? We're going to talk about the importance of body language and eye contact and reading faces and a couple of tips if all else fails. So, number one, how to tell your story. Number two, how to self-promote. And number three, how to read your audience. So those are three of the big topics that we're going to cover in the challenge next week. I really hope you'll join me. I think it's going to be an exciting week. If you have any questions before we get started, anything that is related or even semi-related to those topics that you want to make sure that we talk about next week, please drop them in the comments. And if you haven't already signed up, go ahead and hit the sign up button and go to my website and sign up for the challenge. And I will see you next Monday on October 23rd. Until then, take care.